Welcome back to Wimbledon. Our breakfast edition live from London. About 2:47 London time. Pavel Slosel, coach of Graf, hits with her and hits it as hard as he can, and she brings it back just as hard. Well, at this point, it appears Sabatini trying to handle all that heat coming from Graf, trying for too much. Can't beat her returning in the center of the court, so trying to hit some lines.
It's hard because Sabatini likes to come in, but when Steffi hits the ball so close to the baseline, she can't.
And even when she misses, not by much.
Gabby needs to get that break back and apply some pressure on Gabby. The Grafs like the way it's going now.
Five more approaches by Sabatini with good results. But Graf as well has attacked and scored.
Steffi moved in so well on this shot. Look how close to the net she is when she finishes off the point, maybe about 3 or 4 feet. She moved in.
Two more Germans in action tomorrow. Boris Becker and Michael Steitz for the men's title. 9 o'clock Eastern, live. Breakfast at Wimbledon edition 2. First time ever, two Germans for the men's final. First double fault. And with it, Sabatini has her first chance to break. There they are. Becker, 3 times a champion. Steitz, who knocked out the defending holder, Stefan Edberg, yesterday. 23 and 22, those two young hard hitters. So Gabriela Sabatini sees the forehand error and breaks back.
Papa's cheering her on.
That should inspirit Gabby.
There's that backhand down the line again. It's become a weapon. Look at how low these go across the net.
And it was such a good approach, Dick.
It was. Gabby stayed down well. Hit straight through it.
Top spin backhand, ripped for the winner. Long. Graf has won 3 titles this year, Sabatini 5, so they've left their mark on the 91 year, along with Monica Seles, #1 player who declined to play at Wimbledon, and still no one knows why.
In fact, these two would have met in the semifinals if Monica had not pulled out. They rearranged the draw when the #1 seed pulled out.
40 love.
Well, suddenly in the last two games, that forehand not quite so accurate from Graf. Sabatini serving from the royal box end where Princess Di and her son William watch. There they are, second in succession to the throne, William, and also in that front row, the Duke of Kent, the president of the All England Club.
Think they have sunglass endorsements?
You had to be with us the whole championship to really get the full meaning of that line.
You know, but I think that's what Steffi can do even more. Her ground strokes are so lethal, and she gets her opponents pinned down, and they lob it up. She can come in and hit those out of the air more.
From 40 love.
Very squirmy passage here. Sabatini trying to establish herself. Graf doesn't want to let go of her surge.
Advantage, Miss Graf.
4 straight points for Graf. Now she has a chance to get that break advantage back in her corner.
Game is
and
gone.
she does. We'll be back at Wimbledon after these words from your local station. Back at center court, no hold of service here in the second set. Graf with 1 break to win the first set.
Steffi comes in. It's a good choice of shots, but wasn't quite deep enough.
Graf with that extraordinarily high service toss. Right out of frame. Second double fault.
A great volley by Gabriella. Look how she bends her knee, stays down, gets her eye right to the ball. Perfect. Gabby's cheating a little bit.
How in the world did she get that ball over the net?
She dug it out of the rough.
That ball did not even bounce. She hits at the bottom of her frame. Hey, they all work.
Flat out winner.
Well, that's that morass that Sabatini was looking for, but it didn't matter.
That's what makes this championship one of the many ways so special. You have to play through the bad bounces, make the tough shots. It'll bounce poorly for both sides.
30-40.
Well, here's Sabatini with a chance to continue this necklace of breaks here in the second.
Wimbledon 1991 is brought to you by Acura Automobiles. Experience precision-crafted performance. And by AT&T, the right choice.
With Bud Collins and Tracy Austin, Dick Enberg at center court. 4 consecutive breaks here in the second set, and now Sabatini at 2-all.
It's good.
Graf did not seize the opportunity. Brilliant lob.
I agree, Bud. She sees Gabby's back here. She should come into the net. She lost the point right there by not coming in.
But a fascinating point, nevertheless.
It was great. I think it had everything in it.
On the 12th stroke.
She's got this shot down. This top spin backhand down the line. It's a great one to have against Steffi.
Not bad against anybody.
Against anybody, but especially against Steffi because she's always cheating towards that backhand.
10 winners now for Sabatini, but 23 for Graf. For 2-all, 30 love in the second. Graf leads by a set. First double fault. Sabatini in her last service game was 40 love when she failed to hold. 30-15.
Whoa.
40-15.
Yeah, we've been fascinated by what that 1/16th of an inch of wire underneath that tape can do to a game, whether it's in the backyard or recreation park or here at Wimbledon. We'll show you its effects here at the Big W tomorrow. Beautiful point for Graf.
Steffi comes in. Great shot. Steffi guesses right on this one. Just has to stick her racket out for the stab. The ball dies.
Old Devil net cord.
Serve and volley. Oh.
Graf thought she'd move to her right. She stayed there, got the point. at this location since 1922. Center Court, Wimbledon. And our second Xerox Sports Facts. When is the last time an unseeded player won the Wimbledon ladies singles title? Be careful on this one. Give you the answer after the game.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So finally a hold of service, and Sabatini 3-2 down a set. Graf serves.
Now, isn't that annoying?
Right in the middle of the toss.
Cyclops. Yeah, stealing the show. Beeping. Not the net. That wasn't the beeper from the net judge as we look at John Fortescue Linfoot.
By that width, it measures serves over the service line. Anything beyond that, it's up to the line's person to make the call. But at times it decides to speak its own mind to the frustration and annoyance of players.
They tried an electronic device earlier in the tournament on the net, and they've wisely discarded it. Because you see middle right of your screen, J.F. Linfoot will use God's own gift, the hand. It's better than a machine. Ooh.
Steffi's going to change rackets. Gabby moves in so well on this one. Hits it so high on the rise. Perfect. Moving forward.
Well, Graf has lost her service the first two games of this set, and she's in danger again. 3 break points against. So Graf broken at love, and Sabatini takes the lead 4-2. Well, these players seeded 1, Graf seeded 2. Sabatini, unseeded player to win Wimbledon in history. Who was it? No one. The lowest seed, 8th seeded Karen Hand-Sussman in 1962. That shows you how formful women's tennis is here at Wimbledon. That's the longest shot, though. We wanted to make the point. And this year is the 10th time in 14 years 1 and 2 have played each other in the finals for the women's title.
Now, the forehand, which has been so devastating in the early stages, and she's having trouble with the weight of the racket, is beginning to fly. And this has been the flaw for Graf since her decline. And that's probably a terrible word to use with such a great player. But
I bet it's the string tension, Bud.
Well, maybe, but her forehands, when she feels tension, begin to fly.
It's good.
Gabriella came in a few times in the last game to Steffi's backhand and was successful, but that one had just enough topspin on it to make it dip in.
Only the 4th point for Graf in the last 17.
Another approach to the backhand.
Now, Sabatini obviously trying to force this into a 3rd set, and she knows how successful she has been this year. 7-0 in 3-set matches, while Graf has stumbled only 2 and 3, which is a surprising statistic for a woman of her talent.
Go.
Sabatini is pointing to the baseline. I think she got a few bad bounces as Steffi cheers herself on.
Her 13th forehand winner. Oh, you love those free points.
And when it's a point for 5-2.
They've played now over an hour.
Oh. What an angle.
Oh. Gabriela Sabatini fighting to get to a third set. Leads 5-2 in the second. Former Brazilian #1 Carlos Kiermaier, who has done a superb job in bringing Gabriela Sabatini along, taking this gem of a talent, really polishing it, improving it, making it attack more, use all the incredible skills she has. Now a game from a third set as Graf serves 2-5.
I think Carlos has helped Gabriela off the court as well. She seems more relaxed. She's taken up a new hobby of photography. She was showing everyone her pictures in the tea room. He's a good guy, loves to have fun.
Graf is down only one break in this second set. Doesn't want to succumb here. Puts more pressure on Sabatini to serve it out herself.
This is Sabatini's third Grand Slam final. The other two she played Steffi at the U.S. Open, and they're 1-1.
Graf just trying to hold in this set, been broken 3 straight times.
Ooh.
40-30.
Third double fault.
First service.
Can't find the range on that forehand.
Now those are the forehands she hit in Paris when she committed 43 unforced errors and losing in the semis to Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, and it was painful to watch, one after another after another. She's made 15 unforced today, but she's complemented that with some solid winners, 14. But in the minus column now.
Uh-oh.
And another double fault, the second in this game, to give Sabatini her first set point. And if she can convert it, it would mean Graf goes through the whole set, broken 4 straight times. Well, she had something in mind.
Freebie.
What do you think she was going to try there?
Not quite sure. Maybe she got caught late.
For First time we've had a second deuce in the match. It's long, and another set point, Sabatini.
Sabatini did well on these volleys. Short punch. Doesn't have time for much more. Nice and firm.
Juice. Advantage Miss Graf.
Right idea, but right in the middle of the court with not much pace to Steffi Graf's forehand, it won't work.
Gabby wasn't going ahead. She hit that off her heels. Sort of a sliced forehand.
Game Miss Graf.
So Steffi Graf finally holds service in the second set. Sabatini served for it.
Miss Sabatini leads 5-3, second set.
Steffi Graf trying to join some elite company, winning 3 Wimbledon titles. Chris Evert won 3, Margaret Court, Mo Connolly, Maria Bueno.
Coming in, didn't push it out quite enough. Pulled it down. That was a difficult one.
Fifteen.
Sabatini could not get up in time.
15-30.
Gabriella got pulled wide. When the grass is greener, it's a little wetter. Fell down.
Well, when Gabriella goes away from that slice and drives the ball with that top spin, she's double wicket. She's caught Graf several times.
The approach is what set up the good overhead. It was so deep. Steffi didn't lob it deep enough.
Third
Good
set
footwork.
point. They'll play one set for the 1991 Wimbledon title. To the delight of this enthusiastic crowd at center court, we go to a third set where Sabatini has been invincible this year. 7-0. Steffi Graf, who you would expect to have a similar mark, but in her 5 3-set matches has won only 2.
Well, please, players are ready. Thank you.
Graf will open the decisive third set. No tie break. They'll play it out. Live breakfast at Wimbledon, 3:22 in the afternoon in England.
Love 15.
Look at the statistics in this match. In the second set, just the second set statistics, you can see Graf's service percentage really dropping and Sabatini still up in the 80s. Winners still more, but look at the unforced for Graf, 10 more than Sabatini.
And that first shot, a chipped forehand. You won't see that very often from men or women. This again.
Late call is out.
15-0.
Gabby came charging in.
Tough to read because there's so much dirt along that baseline. Sometimes it's a puff of dirt, not the chalk that you see.
(30-15).
Checking back through their head-to-heads, Graf and Sabatini, in their 29 matches, Graf has the edge 11-5 in 3-setters.
Sabatini has won 2 3-setters this year.
40-15.
Which is probably more pertinent.
Steffi coming in off that great forehand. Doesn't let the ball drop. Hits it early.
1 set to the title. You don't want to lag. I think it will be 1 at the net by either woman.
Steffi getting mad at herself, saying you got to hit it.
40-30.
She knew she didn't have enough on that lob.
Problem with the toss here.
Game is gone.
Oh, Graf holds the third set underway.
First game.
Welcome back to our live coverage from Center Court Wimbledon. A reminder, back again tomorrow. Breakfast at Wimbledon. Table will be set. Chairs in place, 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, 8 o'clock on the West Coast, as Boris Becker goes for his 4th championship at age 23 against countryman Michael Stich. Stich, who defeated Courier and Edberg to get to the finals, his first Grand Slam final.
15-0.
Here in the final set, Gabriela Sabatini and Steffi Graf. Love 1.
You know, Sabatini just hit a 3/4 pace serve. She's not going for it. And 2 airs from Steffi.
Sabatini falling down almost in the same spot where she slipped in the second set.
2 knockdowns.
You're right, Dick. It's just about the same spot.
40-15.
Great coming in shot. So deep. See Steffi run around, even gets jammed, but it works for the winner.
Strength.
I think this is where Steffi should move in a little bit.
Well played, and Graf has a break point.
Advantage was strong.
40-15 game.
Gabby taking a little extra time.
Sabatini was broken from 40-15 early in the second set. Graf has made good on every chance. And does again, 4 for 4. Steffi Graf in the lead. 2 games to love in this final set.
Graf leads 2 games to love, final set.
30th match between them. I remember the start very well. 6 years ago, in a little town called Mountwa, New Jersey, Ramapo College campus, semifinal match, and Graf won 4-6, 6-love, 6-3. I remember writing, maybe this is the start of another great rivalry like Everett and Navratilova.
Oh, she misses an easy chance. Papa Osvaldo says we'll take any of those we can get.
Yeah. Order a dozen.
A nice mid-court volley from Sabatini.
And into Steffi's backhand.
Love 30.
If you're going to come in, you want to hit it to her backhand. Steffi caught it late. Good play for Gabriella.
How old was Gabriella Sabatini, Bud, when we first saw her at Hilton Head Island? 14. And that won about 3 matches in one day because of the rain.
And beat players ranked way ahead of her, Pam Shriver and Willa Maleva. Got to the final against Chris Everett and insisted on playing that third match. She didn't have to. We were kind of pleased since we were televising. Right. But she wanted to play Chrissy, and it was a good match until she ran out of gas. The rules said she could have waited another day, considering her tender age. It was later that year that she first met Graf.
Now 2 breakers for Sabatini.
15-40.
Sabatini taking advantage of that second serve, getting to the net.
She really has been aggressive. Those numbers reveal that.
Let's see if she does it again.
It's wide. She has broken back. They're on serve in the third.